I traveled across Asia, visiting country after country, trying to understand what makes each nation unique and different from the rest. And while every country had something special to offer, nothing shocked me more than the Philippines. Everything I thought I knew about Asia completely changed the moment I stepped into this island nation. I had already been to Japan and was amazed by its discipline, technology, and traditions. Then I went to South Korea and saw the energy, the fashion, and the influence of K-pop. I visited China and was stunned by its size, its skyscrapers, and its unstoppable economy. Thailand was full of adventure, temples, and nightlife. Vietnam was alive with history, food, and resilience. Malaysia and Singapore gave me a taste of diversity and modern progress. Every single country had its charm, but when I arrived in the Philippines, I realized this place was something else entirely. It didn't just impress me, it shocked me. And I mean shocked in the most positive way possible. Nothing prepared me for the kind of energy, warmth, and surprises this country holds. The first thing that hit me was the people. And if you've been to Asia, you know every country has friendly people. But Filipinos are on another level. They don't just smile at you politely. They welcome you like family. It doesn't matter if you're a stranger. They'll ask you where you're from, talk to you like they've known you for years, and even invite you to share food with them. I had never felt that kind of openness in any other Asian country. Most places were friendly, yes, but still reserved or cautious. But in the Philippines, you feel like you belong right away. And that shocked me. As a traveler, you're used to keeping your guard up in foreign countries, but here people make you lower your guard with their natural warmth. And it's not fake, it's genuine. They laugh a lot, joke a lot, and find a way to make you feel comfortable and safe. Another thing that shocked me was how well people speak English. I had already traveled through Asia, and in most countries you face language barriers. Japan, Korea, China, and even Thailand can be hard if you don't know the local language. But the Philippines is totally different. Everyone, from kids to taxi drivers to shopkeepers, can communicate in English fluently. It's one of the few places in Asia where you don't feel lost or stuck because of language. And that blew my mind. I didn't need a translator or an app. I could just talk, and people understood right away. And it's not just basic English. They understand jokes, slang, and cultural references. I was talking to teenagers about Hollywood movies, American sports, and even Netflix shows, and they were more updated than me. The Philippines doesn't just speak English, they live in it. And that shocked me more than anything, because it made me realize why so many international companies and call centers are based there. But it wasn't just the people and language that shocked me. It was also the landscapes. When you think of Asia, you might imagine the Great Wall of China, the cherry blossoms of Japan, or the temples of Thailand. But the Philippines has natural wonders that are so stunning, they leave you speechless. I went to Palawan, and it looked like something out of a fantasy movie. Crystal clear waters, hidden lagoons, white sand beaches, and cliffs rising dramatically out of the ocean. Then there was Boracay, with its powdery white sand and nightlife that can rival anywhere in the world. And Banaue rice terraces, called the eighth wonder of the world, carved into mountains thousands of years ago. I also saw volcanoes, waterfalls, and islands that felt untouched by time. Every corner of the Philippines seemed to have something new and beautiful. Yet most travelers overlook it in favor of more famous Asian destinations. That shocked me, because it feels like one of the world's best-kept secrets. Another thing that blew my mind was the culture. because the Philippines is unlike any other Asian country. It's a mix of East and West, but also something entirely unique. You see Spanish, American, and native Filipino influences blending together. You walk around Manila and see churches that look like Europe. Then you go to a festival and see traditions that are purely Filipino. Then you listen to music in a bar, and it's often a live band singing perfect English covers of Western hits. Suddenly, you're eating food that mixes Asian spices with Spanish and American styles. It's like the whole world came together to create something new, and it works beautifully. What shocked me the most was how familiar yet unfamiliar everything felt. The Philippines feels Asian, but also Latin. It feels local, but also global. It feels traditional, but also modern. It's a cultural mashup you won't find anywhere else in Asia, and it makes the country stand out in the most surprising ways. Now let's talk about hospitality, because this one really shook me. I stayed at hotels in different Asian countries, and service is usually polite, efficient, and professional. But in the Philippines, it goes beyond that. People don't just serve you. They genuinely care about you. I stayed at a small guest house in Cebu, and the owner not only gave me tips for travel, but personally introduced me to her family and invited me for dinner. Can you imagine that happening in most countries? In many places, hospitality feels like business. But in the Philippines, it feels like friendship and family. Even in restaurants or shops, people talk to you with curiosity. They ask how your day is going. They remember your name, and sometimes even sing for you. It's not service, it's human connection. And that shocked me, because it reminded me that kindness is the most powerful part of travel. Another shocking thing was how talented Filipinos are, especially in music and arts. You walk into a mall or a cafe and hear live bands singing, and you think they're professionals. But often, they're just regular people. Music is part of life in the Philippines. Karaoke is everywhere, and people sing like it's nothing. I've seen guards, janitors, waiters, all with amazing voices. I was stunned. I even watched kids playing guitars and singing with confidence, like they were born for the stage. The level of natural talent is unbelievable. And it's not just music. It's dancing, painting, sports, and creativity. Filipinos shine in so many areas, and yet they stay humble about it. That humility shocked me, because you don't always find that combination of talent and modesty in the same place. But what shocked me the most during my travels in the Philippines was the resilience of the people. I came during a time when some regions had been hit by typhoons and natural disasters. Yet the people I met were still smiling, still joking, still full of life. In many countries, hardship can break people, but in the Philippines, hardship seems to make people stronger and kinder. They don't let problems stop them from celebrating life. And that shocked me deeply, because it taught me a lesson about perspective. I realized why Filipinos working abroad are so loved, because they carry this same spirit everywhere they go. Their positivity, resilience, and hard-working nature inspire people worldwide. And the truth is, that's the biggest shock of all. The Philippines is not the richest country in Asia. It doesn't have the biggest economy, the tallest buildings, or the most powerful military. But it has something no other country has at this level: the heart of its people. And when you experience it as a traveler, it changes the way you see the world. After traveling across Asia, I thought I had seen it all. But the Philippines proved me wrong. It shocked me with its warmth, its beauty, its talent, and its culture. And it left me with memories and lessons that no skyscraper or luxury mall in another country could ever match. So when people ask me which country in Asia surprised me the most, I always say the Philippines. Because it didn't just surprise me, it shocked me in ways I will never forget. And that is why the Philippines will always hold a special place in my heart.